Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be going over what I consider to be a bad meme post by an internet theist. This is part 3 of my series, Quick Refutations of Internet Atheists and Theists. Since I'm on a lot of these groups, I traffic in a lot of these different areas like on YouTube groups and so forth, YouTube channels from atheists and theists. I come across stuff that's objectionable from both sides of the aisle, so to speak. So let's jump right into the post in question. Now, this is from the Creation versus Evolution debate group. And the post is from a guy named Nelson Mandela Mark. So I don't know if that's a pseudonym or not, but it matters not for the purposes of this discussion. And here's what Nelson says. An atheist always asks for proof of God, but when we present that proof, they make excuses and bring up other arguments. Now, I'm not sure how accurate that is. I see them make excuses and say for why they don't have to give any proof, that theists have to give. Theists are the ones that need to prove something, not them, and so forth. But the way he worded it, well, maybe he's run into people like that. Okay, I'll give that to him. Why? To prove who the real God is, we'll conduct the Elijah test. Simple. If you claim that Odin, Princess Diana, or any other deity is real, let's put them to the test. The one who answers is the true God. And of course, this has to do with Elijah and the test in the Old Testament, which was actually a literal test in which supernatural powers, according to the story, and atheists think it's only a story, but according to the story, theists believe that the supernatural powers came out on the side of the God of Genesis. Okay? So that was an actual test. Now, I just want to comment. I posted a comment on here. I don't know if I really want to touch on some of these others this time around. Jimmy says he already spoke. It's called the gospel. Let's see. Meg Gahan Dreiger says, why don't you gather a Mormon, a Muslim, a Hindu, a JW, or whoever else you want, have everyone make an altar and douse it with water. She's actually getting into the details of the test in the Old Testament. Then have everyone call on their God to bring fire down to burn the altar to nothing but cinders. If no God, well, you see where she's going with this. And this is sort of like a good, quote unquote, good retort, a good response to the post. Because, hey, if you want to take it literally, hey, why don't you do this? Obviously, I don't agree with this person, but I can see when you post something like this, you open yourself up to rebuttals like this. So why do it? This is sort of like what my point is. But let me get to my post because I want to keep this to within 5 minutes. I made a post here further down, and I said this. I am a Christian theist who is heavily into Christian apologetics. I even have put out a debate challenge to atheists in a video on YouTube. This is my theistic debate challenge, which you can find in the description of this particular video I'm making. But I'm not a fan, let me pick up here, but I am not a fan of the tactic here and all such classless memes from either side. Now, I consider this a classless meme that this guy posted. First, and here's my reasons, the typical atheist clearly states he doesn't, quote, believe in God or gods. So your challenge is incoherent to them because they reject all deities. Second, since I doubt you're serious, and how could he be serious in this particular thing? I mean, it'd be amazing if he were, because he's not really calling people out and expecting a divine response from heaven to burn up the unbelievers with fire, is he? Or the sacrifices or what have you. Since I doubt that you're serious, this may be taken as you are trolling them. What good will that serve? As Paul, I believe, said, let's see, I didn't spell this out correctly, so I'll restate it. As Paul, I believe in refuting every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, but with civility. So I'll end it there. I think that this post does more harm than good. There's a lot of memes out there like that. And that's the purpose of this series, is for me to be able to discuss these and discourage people from using them. And I've already posted a number of things against atheists. If I come across theist ones too that I think are counterproductive or not helpful, I'm going to speak out against that. I'm not saying the people who make these memes are bad people, whether they're a theist or whether they're atheists. I'm not saying you're a bad person because you get caught up in this meme war. But I think you should listen to the better angels and just not get involved in that. Stick with the arguments, solid arguments, one way or the other for people to consider. That's the objective way of handling this. So I'll leave you with that, and we'll see you on the next video of brief refutations of atheists and theists. The next one will be number 4, and I'm not sure what that will be or when I will post it. I might even do one tomorrow, but I got longer videos that I'm working on. I'm hoping to share soon, like the one about the brain, which is going to be like a 20-30 minute video. Is it from by chance or by design? Just to give you a little heads up as far as that video, you can expect to see that pretty soon. So anyway, you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.